We're here today to check out some more cricket.
But should we just call it like Cricket Tuesday or something like that?
Cricket Tuesday.
Cricket Tuesday.
Cricket Tuesday.
It was repeating itself. Can we just see that?
It's so true, though.
Okay, well, first of all,
true.
Mitch Johnson, Brett Lee, MS Dhoni. With all that boring stuff out of the way, this is a very important, momentous occasion.
Hello, Boring Review Nation. Gabe.
Nick.
And we are here today to bring you guys another installment of
Cricket Tuesday.
Nick, tell the people what we're going to be rocking today.
Well, we are going to be looking at 10 magical, I believe it's called. Yeah, magical deliveries by Sachin Tendulkar, best of the Master Blaster. We obviously know about Sachin and his batting abilities. And, you know, in other videos, I think, is that Sachin bowling? Is that Sachin bowling? I know he's bowled quite a bit, so I wanted to look at this. And it's not just that. This is a request, a Patreon request from Dipankar saying, hey, you got to check this out. So thank you so much, Dipankar, for being a Patreon. You want to become a Patreon, look down below to see how that happens. We're going to talk about Sachin and some of his bowling information after the video, but let's go ahead and jump into this. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Cricket Tuesday, each week we give you a different cricket reaction. And with all that being said, let's get this started in 3, 2, 1. This is from Xtra Innings, a friend of the channel. Thank you so much. Brilliant leg spin. Hey, I heard Tom Moody was a little moody back in the day.
Oh, there you go with another punt.
That was a great ball. And I like the 5 o'clock shadow.
Beautiful spin on that. Stumped out.
Look how that bounced off the pitch. Yeah, he's frustrated. Oh, your cousin.
Ooh, bowled them out.
He got that one right, okay? Well, there, that's a fielder on the leg side in this one. Everything to be onside because that's the unprotected area.
Oh, wow. Tight window.
Gap, and Tendulkar knocked it.
He had that aim perfectly. Always belongs.
All sorts of trouble here.
Oh,
Huge shot for LBW.
Wow. That was a great signal by the umpire right there.
I hate you.
He did perfect timing right there. Let's look at this in line here. Ooh!
That's disgusting.
How did that? Oh man, that was amazing. Best ball.
Future of Indian cricket.
Oh, New Zealand, watch out. 433 for 2. Jeez.
Enjoying a day out.
Oh.
That's
wow.
removed the off stump out of the ground. He almost thought he'd done that in the previous over.
Took that stump out.
They just can't pick up the spin on his delivery. Bro, that's what, the third stump, second bowled out we've seen? It's crazy.
Not just that, but I mean, there was literally no room for that ball to get through, and somehow it got through. He had a great job with his bat placement, but man, it was perfect. Again, 433 for 2. That's a huge score. Oh, that was nasty.
Disgusting.
Oh, man. That's all the pitch, right, Gabe? That's all the pitch. Oh, my gosh. Masterful by Sachin. I, of course, am being sarcastic with the pitch there.
Did you see how far up in the crease he had come to try to get him?
Yeah, that was disgusting.
No inhibitions there.
Did he wait?
Yes!
Bye-bye. India have won.
Throw a little hot sauce on it.
That is my favorite, I think, of all time.
Jeez, you see that ball? Tony. Look at Tony.
That's my favorite.
Tony took his time before he hit the bails off. That was nice. So he hits him for a 6 here. Full toss. Next ball.
He's bowled it this time, looking to repeat the shot over mid-wicket. A little triumphant signal from
He gives him a
Tendulkar.
look.
He's made a
I love it, bro. I absolutely
Me too. Because we know how much of a gentleman Sachin was. But I love seeing the fire there.
switched it up there.
Oh, Googly, you gotta be kidding me.
Wrapped on the pad, yeah.
Did that go between his legs?
He did pick up the googly. That was beautifully bowled by Tendulkar.
Wow.
Pick a wrong un. Shane Warne. He's given him the wrong un. Warne not picking it at all and absolutely plumb.
Oh, it went off his pads, but it was trying to go between the legs. Wow. Yeah, that wasn't picked up too well. To tie the match. Oh, wow. Really? A tie? This does not happen too often.
Oh, and has he caught him? Yes, he's caught him, and it's a tie.
Oh my God! Look at those uniforms. I love them. Oh my gosh.
I gotta admit, I'm not a fan. Don't like the baby blue, and I definitely don't like my West Indies gray.
Oh.
Only a little burgundy in there.
I love it. It's such a throwback. Last ball of the day.
Oh, he's gone. It's a big googly. They have hit the leg and come back onto the stumps. MOIN was extremely...
That one did go between his legs. That was nice.
Oh my gosh.
Jeez. The last wicket. Game over. Hamesh, great job there, my friend. Once again, guys, please check out Xtra Innings. He has a great channel. He's got a few channels, I believe, but that's one of his major ones. Thank you so much for giving us the permission to react to your videos. So, Gabe, I got some information on Sachin here, but I want to hear your initial thoughts first.
I mean, right off the bat, bro, I gotta say my initial thoughts are, wow. I am more a fan of an all-rounder, and people who watch the game and watch our channel realize I am very partial towards bowlers. You know what I mean? First and foremost, my son's a pitcher. Now in high school, I used to be a catcher myself when I played ball. People understand in baseball how hard pitching is. Same thing in cricket, how hard bowling is. So I'm a bigger fan of bowlers, but I love all-rounders. Right now, my favorite player, one of my favorite players in the major leagues is Shohei Ohtani, because he's just so amazing to watch. He can throw 100 miles an hour, but he can also hit the ball, 400 feet.
He can lead off for your team.
Disgusting. Gosh. I love Shohei Ohtani, but he's what we would consider an all-rounder. There ain't too many of those in baseball that can do both well. In cricket, you get a lot of them. And I would say right now, 3 of my favorite players are Jason Holder, of course, Sir Ben Stokes, and come on, Excalibur wielding Jadeja. You know what I'm saying, bro? But I love the guys that can do both things, because even if my bat's not working today, my arm can help with this game. You can impact the game in 2 different facets. So I really love that. And man, what I noticed about this video was how smart he was, because a lot of times, when you look at bowlers, here's a good example. Here goes a Don Best drive by, right? As a spinner, right? A lot of the times it's the pitch that helps him out. Even on a bad ball, you got guys coming up and you're like, how do you even get an edge on that? How many edges did you actually see caught on that? Or, it's the spin and they popped it in the air. I think maybe there was 1 in the video or 2 that were caught, by the slips or whatever. Bro, he was bowling people out. He was getting people stumped out. And that is just being crafty. Sometimes he would hit him with the spinner, with the googly. Sometimes he would go with the arm ball. A couple times it was like a straight ball. Boom. I rushed you. You're coming up on the crease on me. I got something for you, cousin. You're going to hit a 6 on me. I got something for you, cousin. He is so smart as a bowler. And that, to me, Nick, I think that is where some of the bowlers today don't do, you know what I mean? They don't do them. They do themselves a disservice by not switching up on their variation. You know what I'm saying? Here's a really good example. Dwayne Bravo. If you watch a lot of his wickets, and we've done some of his videos, right? He doesn't throw overly hard, but it's going ahead and throwing that slow ball, right? Throwing those full tosses, just mixing up the delivery and not letting the batsmen get comfortable. What did we see the other day between India and England, right? And you know, on the second ODI match. Great job on that solo video, by the way, Nick. India just let them get comfortable, right? England got in there and got comfortable, and by the time the first wicket fell, they were already $150 in there, $130 in there, right? Oh my gosh, Johnny Bairstow, of course, $120. You got to vary it up, and I don't care if that even means, you know, throwing a nasty bouncer. Why I love Jofra Archer, throwing a nasty bouncer, lighting somebody up, do something. But if you're just, whether you're a spinner or a pace bowler, if you're just going to give them these deliveries and, you know, you're waiting for an edge or waiting for them to miss hit, you're going to get yourself in trouble. You got to go out there and get that wicket, set up the trap like he did in that one where first he gave up the 6. The guy's coming up on the crease again. Oh, yeah, really? Oops. That's not happening. Man, I'm even more impressed with Sachin now.
Those deliveries were fantastic. And again, it's a compilation of his 10 best. This guy's thrown quite a few balls, but those were fantastic. Just a little bit of context for Sachin here. Sachin bowled quite a few balls in tests. In 200 matches, he bowled 4,000 balls. ODI, 8,000 balls. And then you got first class cricket, 7,000 balls. In comparison to someone who's a more natural bowler, but also an all-rounder, Chris Wokes. Chris Wokes has bowled 6,000 balls in tests to his 4,000. He's only had 38 test match. And then he's bowled less balls, but only 100 ODIs to Sachin's 400 ODIs. So it's not that he got in there a lot. It's not like that. I don't think he got in there in every single match, or maybe if he did, it was for a few overs, but it wasn't just like a few token balls that he's throwing here or there. Talking about Sachin the bowler, he holds some records still. Some of the records that he holds is saving the game, the team from trying to chase it when there was 6 or less runs in the 50th over. He's done that twice. So he comes in the 50th over in an ODI match, and he is able to save that game when it was 6 runs or less. Pretty impressive, right? And I'm trying to go through this. Go ahead.
I said, that's a run of ball. That's disgusting. You give up one boundary and you're in trouble. All right. You give up a 6 and that's it. That's crazy.
And they're on super sped up mode there too, because it's the last over. It's all or nothing. He's the youngest Indian to clinch 4 wickets in ODIs. Okay. Think about that. The youngest Indian to clinch. And talk about all the Indian bowlers, right? And this guy's known, at least by us, by the novice fans, known as a batsman. And I apologize for how long it's taken. It's loading forever. He has a couple of 5 wicket hauls at the same venue. Okay, so that's pretty awesome. Man, this website's got a lot of ads here. But, I mean, you get the point. This guy has a lot of records. He's the youngest and the oldest bowler. It doesn't even say Indian bowler. It just says the youngest and oldest bowler. And I want to get this last record of his. According to this site, Cricket Editor's Picks, he also is the second highest wicket taker in the Asia Cup as an Indian bowler. Real quick, last thing I want to say about Sachin, the player, and this isn't about his bowling, but this was something that was Instagrammed to me very recently, a story about how he was up and coming. He was like 15 or 16. I think he was 15. He made the squad, but he didn't get to the starting 11. And the captain at the time was asked by the media or by someone, like, what do you think about this kid? And he's like, you know, he's very promising, very talented, but he's got to work on his offside game. His offside game is not very strong. If he came into these bowlers right now, they would pick him apart. And so for the next year, this guy was relentless on working on his offside game and became known as one of the best with the offside. That's just the tenacity of this guy. I remember from the Billion Dreams trailer reaction, we still haven't gotten to the movie yet. It talked about how his relentlessness with being the best had a strain with his family because he was just out there working on it constantly. You don't become one of the best just by accident. You have to put the work in. And so it was really cool for me to watch this video and see a different aspect of his game that we have not seen before.
You know, mentioning his family, right? mention the fact of what this guy means to Indian cricket, right? How do you think it feels to be Arjun Tendulkar right now? You know what I mean, dude? He's in the IPL. Bro, that has got to be so much pressure. You're Sachin's son.
Absolutely.
And no matter what you do, it's going to be hard to...
You'll never be able to meet. You'll never match it.
And it's like you're chasing a ghost, bro. You're chasing this shadow that's almost like undoable. And think about in the major leagues, there's very few players and sons of players that come in and are able to do what their dads did, especially if their dads were great. So the only one I can think of is Ken Griffey Jr. That was better than his dad, but it just doesn't happen. And especially when we're talking about a legend like Sachin, like Arjun, what team is he on in the IPL? He just got a purchase. It was
I can't remember.
I can't remember either. Let us know in the comments. I think Arjun is now with it wasn't the Mumbai Indians. It was somebody else that purchased them, because there's also a guy named Sachin's son or whatever. And we were like, that's Sachin's son. Like, no, that's not him. But man, bro, I hope, I really do, that he ends up being as good as his dad. And even if not, that he can, really carve out a career of his own. He's a left-handed batsman, left-handed bowler, just like his dad. So he's got that all-rounder in him. I'm excited to follow this career, and I hope that he's as great as his dad. It'd be something fun to see.
I would say, not to be pessimistic, it's going to be impossible for him to be as good as his dad. His dad is one of the best all time, right? You're talking about some of the greats right now, and they're still saying, well, he's not as good as Sachin. I mean, that's just that's impossible to be able to meet that. But I'm sure Arjun, I'm sure Sachin's talked to him many times, like, you got to be your own man. You don't have to be me. The media, the fans, they might expect that, but that's just It's just ridiculous. That's just ridiculous. Just the law of odds. It's going to be impossible, but I hope he has a fun career. I hope he has a good career, and hope he's able to achieve the things he wants to. With that being said, let us know what you think about our thoughts on Sachin the bowler. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you to Pankar for the request, and until next time.
We know all things.